Hello? Hello? Does this work? It's just for the illusion of working. All right, guys, I think we're going to get started now. Can you hear me? I think I project pretty well. All right. Well, welcome to Lift the Rock. Just wanted to see, sorry, Jessica's not here. She's typically the one that does this. She's in New Orleans having fun and business and all that stuff, so you'll have to deal with me for now. Wanted to see, who are the regulars that have been to Lift the Rock before? If you've been to Lift the Rock before, just raise your hand. Awesome. We love to see our regulars. This Lift the Rock is going to be a little different than what you're used to. Typically what happens is we'll bring in a startup entrepreneur and that's local. They'll talk about their business, the traction they've received, the problem they're solving. They'll take about 15 minutes with that. And then at the very end, we ask them who they need to meet. And we leave it up to you guys, the audience, to fill them in and help connect them with people that can help grow their business. Today is a little different, like I said. We wanted to introduce Tech Park tenants to other Tech Park tenants, as well as introduce community members to those people that are working out of the space as well. So it's going to be a meet and greet. How this one's going to work, just take a minute or two, let us know who you are, what company you're with, where you're located, maybe a second or two of who you'd like to meet, and then at the very end, it'll be a networking opportunity. Just take time to meet each other, pass out business cards, whatever you need to do. So I'll start. My name is Ashley Jones. I'm with the Venture Center. I am the community champion, and basically what I do is I oversee all the mentorship that takes place in our space, as well as oversee all the onboarding of new members. You can think of me as the mentor matchmaker. If someone comes in with a business idea and they want to meet someone, I connect them with a person I think can help them grow their business. Next, I want to introduce you to Brent Birch. He's going to take a couple of minutes to talk about the Tech Park, answer a question or two, and then we'll just go through the slide. When you see your name pop up, come up here, take a minute or two to talk about your company, and we'll roll forward from there.
All right, well, thank you. Glad everybody turned out to kind of see the new space. Still a little bit of work in progress, but we're getting there. This building is obviously more complete than the three-story next door. It's got about another 3 weeks worth of work to be done. Should be all finished up middle of April. But give you a little perspective about the Tech Park project real quick. This started in 2005, believe it or not. Took a little while to get the wheels spinning. The actual Tech Park Authority, which we're a quasi-government outfit. We're not really tied to the city. We're not really tied to the state. We're a standalone entity, kind of like the Little Rock Port Authority. You kind of think of it along the same way. But we are a public entity, funded mostly by city sales tax that was passed in 2011. And then, of course, to do this project, we borrowed quite a bit of money that we'll pay back over time as that sales tax receipt money comes our way. To give you some perspective on what we own, this building, the building next door that is the phase one of the Tech Park. We also own the building behind us, which is called the Exchange Bank Building, also known as 5 Main Place. That is leased to the state. Department of Higher Ed and Department of Education are in there, so we have that under our purview as well. And when they have another 5 years on that lease, when we get to closer to the end of that, if they're ready to move out, we'll take that over, and that'll become Tech Park space. If they want to stay and we don't need it, we'll work on that with them. We also own these 2 lots out the back window here. Two of the in the lot that's right here between here and Channel 7, we also own that lot, and that lot there are tied to this lease of this building. So the state will park there as long as they're in that. We also own the large parking lot across Main Street, which is for Tech Park tenants. And then right below the building, across the alley, it's now a gravel lot. That was the original Stevens headquarters, if you're familiar with Stevens Inc. We raised that building. We'll come back and pave that, and that'll be Tech Park tenant parking as well. So, like I said, this was 2 buildings built in the 1920s. It's a pretty interesting renovation project. This is a notable building in the history of Little Rock. It's called the Pew Building. And it made huge news in 1922 when it was built because it was one of the first fire-resistant buildings in the city. You can see it's all concrete. And this was the last building Stevens Inc. was in before they moved to Center Street in the huge, tall skyscraper. So this building has a lot of history in it in Little Rock, and we're hoping to set some new history going forward with the companies that are coming through here and the collaboration and the community building effort that we're making for Little Rock's tech community. So appreciate y'all coming, and I'll turn it over to the next speaker.
Before we move to the next speaker, I just wanted to give a quick shout out. We've got some guests in the room I wanted to bring attention to. Rodolfo and Jose are in the back. Just give a little wave or stand up. They are with the Mexican consulate that's here in Little Rock. There are several tech parks in Mexico, and they wanted to come here, see what this one's all about. And they're interested in building relationships with those people looking to expand their business into Mexico. So if you'd like to take a second after everyone gives their pitch, feel free to reach out to Rodolfo or Jose, and they can talk to you about that aspect of it. Okay, who's next? Ritter, where's Jason?
Hi, good morning. I'm Jason Palachek with Ritter Communications. We're located on the 5th floor here, directly below us. My 1-minute speech here. Ritter was founded in 1906 and now headquartered in Jonesboro, Arkansas. It's a 5th-generation family-owned company that is committed to growing and evolving the demands of today's ever-connected world. Ritter Communications is a leader among local independent communication providers offering business, residential, wholesale customers advanced internet hosted solutions, phone, and television services. Ritter invests heavily in the communities it serves by deploying the best-in-class network, world-class customer experience, and Ritter's commitment to providing state-of-the-art technology allows all our customers, regardless of their location, to enjoy progressive services. Today, Ritter is partnered with the Tech Park and is currently providing a gigabit of internet service and voice. Right here.
Thank you. I didn't know I have to dress up. Sorry. I'm Mike with Sparkable. We started about 1.5 years ago as a search engine marketing and optimization firm. Show of hands here, who in this room has attempted to do something with digital marketing, maybe get a little confused about, trying to understand social media or any of those pieces of what you do? A few of you, yeah. Okay, those of you who didn't raise your hand, you're hired. It is a confusing world, and what we found in working with clients here at the Tech Park, Elise right here in the front row, Tech Park itself, and different clients regionally and nationally, is that there's actually, as you go up market, there's a bit more confusion in that companies that are connected to each other, either through an affiliated group or through a franchise or something like that, end up knowing less and less about what their individual markets are doing. And that's what we're taking on as a startup challenge, is really to build a consistent marketing data platform for larger organizations, affiliated groups from a medical perspective, again, a lot of things in the franchising industry, so that better and better marketing information can be used at a local basis, so that ultimately when any of you all go out and you lock your keys in your car in one town and then you do it in the other, you'll be able to find the same quality company in both markets to help you. So that's about it. Thank you.
I don't know if she's here. Natalie? Not here. Okay, we'll move on. Beefitter, where's Jim?
Hello, I'm Jim Ketting. I'm the founder and CEO of Beefitter. The largest market in the world, period, bar none, is the bond market. And there's a challenge we have with the bond market in that, how do you price these bonds? If you go out to the internet, you can price anything in the world except for bonds. And so when you go to price bonds, what happens is it's a very, very expensive process to figure out how to price them. So what we did is we developed the Kelley Blue Book for the bond market. And the bond market, without a price, we can't figure out yields, we can't figure out risks, we can't figure out any of this information. And all of these banks and hospitals and schools and state governments and local governments and all these people who buy all these bonds and notes and treasuries and fixed income, they look at this to make better decisions when it comes to buying bonds. Because if you make good decisions, you can make and save a little bit of money. If you make bad decisions, then what happens is we have what happened in 2008. And all the bonds went and did not so well. So that's what we do, the bond market, the Kelley Blue Book of the bond market.
All right. Scott Davis, I don't believe he's here. He's somewhere vacationing in Australia. I'm jealous. We'll move on. Playbook weight management. Daniel.
Thank you, and I'm excited to be here. A little over a year ago, I was sitting down the street with Lee and some of the other people, Jim, at the Venture Center, and it was exciting because Gene Walker and I with Playbook Weight Management had to step out on our own after we parted ways with another company. Like I said, I'm Daniel Schroeder with Playbook Weight Management. Through years of working in the weight loss business, building a successful medical weight loss program, we discovered something, and that is most people who are struggling to lose weight, that's not really what they're struggling to do, because losing weight is just the external struggle. What we found is that they're frustrated because that extra weight has been holding them back from living the life that they want. I know because I'm one of those people, but I'll give you two other examples. One of our clients, David, has 3 little girls, and for him, he's been struggling with knee problems and his weight for years, and he's just worried that someday he may not be able to walk his daughters down the aisle. Jill and Tony have 2 young kids, and those kids just wanted them to be able to get up off the couch and play with them in the yard. But they were too worn out at the end of the day. So that's why we built our Playbook Weight Management program, to emphasize coaching. And I emphasize the word coaching because all the knowledge in the world is useless unless you have someone who can help you apply it. We have years of experience with that. Gene and I and our team have coached more than 1,000 clients to lose more than 20,000 pounds. We did that by building scalable processes so that we could take our proprietary algorithm, our personal coaching, and our tailored eating program and help people apply that directly to their lives. Right now, we're working with HR departments and individuals to help coach them to their successful goal line so they can achieve lasting results and live the life that they want. If you know anybody who is ready to win the weight loss struggle and change their lives, we're ready to help them. So you can learn more by going to playbookweightmanagement.com. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Josh Tolliver with PC Assistance. We're a IT managed service provider, and we're also a cybersecurity firm. We're one of the first companies in the state of Arkansas that actually specialize in cybersecurity and preventing the hacking or penetration of your systems. And so our focus is mainly to keep your systems up and running so that you can do what you do and make your business a success.
Hey guys, my name is Kyle. I am the co-owner of Blue Cell Coffee, and this is Andy. He is also the co-owner of Blue Cell Coffee. Yes. We are super excited and happy to be in the tech park with you guys. It's just really an honor just to be working alongside of and caffeinating you guys throughout the journey to success that we know that you guys are going to have. We're looking forward to building strong relationships with you. The founding idea of my company is simply to use coffee as a means to build relationships with people. So people, that's actually our why. Coffee's our how. So hopefully you guys will come down, you'll get coffee, we'll get to know you, form that relationship, and then we couldn't be any happier. And that's what fuels us to make the best coffee in Central Arkansas. Do you have anything else to add to that, Andy?
I just want to add that she doesn't want to be known, but back there is Stormy. She's probably going to be the person you see first thing in the morning when you come.
Yeah. So, quick background on Blue Cell Coffee. I'm actually the founder. I started the company 3 years ago in Conway. I started it on a small budget by myself and opened up a cafe in downtown Conway. A year later, I opened up a coffee roastery where we now supply lots of restaurants you're familiar with and other coffee shops with coffee. Then I opened a second coffee shop about 6 months ago in Conway as well. This will be the third shop opening Saturday on the 25th, so we'll be open next week for you guys. Once again, we focus on training the best baristas in Central Arkansas to make the best coffee in Central Arkansas because we do all this just to get to know you guys better. So hopefully, come see us, come meet us. Cannot wait to open this Saturday. All right. Thank you.
Elise.
Don't get caught in a chair standing up. It's dangerous. Good morning. My name is Elise Stroud, and I'm the Chief Cook and Bottle Washer at Corporate Insight Strategy. We develop and test transitional resilience for companies that are facing impactful change. And you go, why do I care? So the measure of transitional resilience is your ability to survive big changes that are coming at you, mergers, acquisition, taking investment, something all of us have to deal with here. Anything that is a huge change for your company, there are measurable qualities about your company that enable you to survive that change. And you go, well, that seems kind of obvious. Everybody should do that. No, the failure rate is huge. If you look at mergers and acquisitions, they fail around 80% of the time. And just family-owned transitions, if you pass your company off to your kid who you think would know how to run it, that fails 70% of the time at least. And if you skip a generation, it's a lot worse. So there's a real problem there that impacts the state of Arkansas somewhere in the neighborhood of $2 billion a year in tax revenue from companies that don't make the transition. So our mission is to make a difference in that space, and that makes our project worthwhile. Next victim. I'm done. I quit.
Okay. Hey, y'all. I'm Clay. I work with Comcast. I manage a software engineering team that is responsible for the ingestion and distribution of live sports statistics. And we distribute that data throughout a bunch of different teams, like within Comcast. I'm a single remote employee. Most of my team is in Philadelphia. Some of them are in Comcast Silicon Valley, which is in Sunnyvale. So where you could see this data kind of manifest itself is in two places. If you're a Comcast X1 subscriber, which not many people in Little Rock are. Most people tend to have UVerse. Are there any Comcast customers? Okay, just a few. So if you have an X1 set-top box, you can say things into your remote, like, show me the March Madness bracket, and it'll pop up on your screen. That's something that my team built. And then there's also the X1 Sports app, which is you can call up by pressing the C button on your remote control, and it'll bring in kind of it'll squeeze your screen back and bring up a list of scores for like basketball games or football games, whatever you want to check out. And if you actually are able to view that game, you can tune to it from the sports app. So it's a cool way to kind of, like, especially during the first round of March Madness, like there's a ton of games on. You can flip back and forth between games really easily without having to scroll through the guide. So anyway, those are two places where that data service gets utilized. I wasn't always a Comcast employee. I've been at the tech park for about a year, which a little over a year ago, the startup that I was working for in Philadelphia was acquired by Comcast. We were a vendor for them, and the acquisition happened right about a month after I moved back to Little Rock. So then I got pulled through. So anyway, that's what I do. And if anybody has any questions about what it's like to be acquired by an $83 billion company, come talk to me. Or if you just want to complain about Comcast, that's cool too. I'm in the north building over there on the second floor, so thanks a lot.
Thanks, Clay. All right, so I hope that was informative. It let Tech Park tenants get to meet each other, know a little bit more about what everybody does, and then for the community members that are new here, you know who's here. You can check them out. There's a directory up front. I'm up front. If you need to meet some of these people, check me out. If you want to present at Lift the Rock, like I said at the beginning, typically it's a 15-minute pitch of your company. You go through your slides, you let people know how you gain traction, what problem you're solving, that kind of thing. If you'd like to do that, feel free to email me, ashley@venturecenter.co, and we can get you plugged in, and you can take the whole time to present your company. And we make the ask at the end, who do you need to meet? How can we help your business grow? So if you'd like to do that, feel free to email me, like I said, ashley@venturecenter.co. Okay, next week, we'll get back in the swing of things. We'll have Entrepreneur Kid. Erica Swallow is a rock star here in Central Arkansas, and she's wanting to let kids know that entrepreneurship is something that they can pursue. So feel free. They've created a book series. She's partnered with Lee Zing out of UCA to help create this thing, and it's kick-ass. I'm just going to throw that out there. Feel free to attend next week. Is there anything else? No. Thanks for coming to Lift the Rock. That's it.